Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Get up! 180! Mike 54! What we got?
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Listen to me. 36. Bravo.
Play action now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to throw it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they beat?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Jim. 94 is the money. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Shoot.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Gun.
94 is the money.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Bears.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half. And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers?
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 99, check 99. Show it. Check.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Alert!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good. So he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And an Allen run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
25. Hey, alert. Hey, Delta. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Check 50. Check 50.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Zebra. You nervous?
Mike, 53.
Cousins to throw it this time. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 87 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Cousins gives way to Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Taken in at the 22. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They'll start with a give to Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This is Cohen. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
94 is the mark. 94. First.
Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for he's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Gun.
Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Move.
Watch out.
Bang.
On first down, it's Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Kill.
Again, it's Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 37 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
General West.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Good route here.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Four down.
Hey, Haywood.
Go 58's the money. Better bring it. You better bring it.
To throw, Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Kill.
Done.
Go get him.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown. You got juice, son. He took you to school.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 44, Vikings 37.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, can.
They go play action. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
61, matchbox lights. Through. Hey, zoom.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 58, boys, 58 for Mike.
Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cousins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. Cousins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 23. They run. This is Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert!
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
He's coming, double up.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They try again with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with Montgomery, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. They'll run it with Madison. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. At the 37-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 53 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the time.
Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
3 yards. And the Vikings first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, no, easy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alert. Check safety. Check 31. Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.